Number 4. The Mimic. The Mimic game is about 4 stories inspired by Japanese history and urban legends, each with a unique twist. You will find yourself in each book as a different character exploring into the unfathomable depths of intriguing realms. This game offers the most jump scares out of the games on this list. The creature is so frightening that I just usually want to flee and hide from it. The game's background sound is good enough to contribute to the immersive experience because of the game's grim tone and violent details. Avoid playing it late at night while you're alone. One thing I would recommend is to have the items required for the quest show more frequently. I walked around for 10 minutes in my last game and didn't locate any of it. With around 480 million visitors since last year, almost 2 million favorites, and 10,000 active players, this horror game will not fail to impress. Number 3. Survive the Killer. Survive the Killer is a game in which you play one of 2 roles. Survivors, where your main goal is to hide from the killer, save your friends, and escape together. And Killer, in which you must eliminate as many players as possible before they escape or time runs out. The maps in this game are vast enough for you to hide for a long enough period of time until the escape door opens. As a result, mapping knowledge is essential if you wish to flee immediately. What I want to modify is the inventory size. It's too little, about 2 minutes of going around the area, and it's full, so you can't loot twice as much. Aside from that, the game is enjoyable, and you are always on the lookout for the killer, which is a good thing for a horror game. It has attracted 1.2 billion visitors since the game's debut in January 2021. With around 3 million favorites and 14,000 engaged players. Number 2. Piggy. Piggy is a survival horror Roblox game. What distinguishes it from other horror games is that in addition to selecting a map with varied tasks, players may also vote on one of 7 game modes: Bot, Player, Bot plus Player, Traitor, Infection, Swarm, and Tag. My personal favorite is the Bot plus Player game mode on a large area, such as Carnival. Traitor is another interesting game mode in which the player has 2 options: murder or flee, if you actually plan to flee. Be in mind that the other players can still kill you if they have ammo for their crossbow. What I would want to see changed is the feature that only allows you to grab 1 item at a time. Tasks are really tough to complete without team collaboration. Beginners will grab any key or object at random and rush across the map, only to discover that another player has already opened the door or completed the job that needed the item. But that's just my opinion, since if you look at their 10 billion visits and 10 million favorites since the game's introduction in January 2020, the creator knows just what to offer to the gamers. Number 1. Murder Mystery 2. Now at number 1, Murder Mystery 2 is like the big brother of Survive the Killer, since instead of 2 roles, you have 3: Innocents, Murderer, and Sheriff. Their roles are rather self-explanatory. The Innocent's mission is to survive and escape the murderer. The Sheriff's job is to protect the innocent and execute the killer. And the murderer's job is to kill everyone. If the sheriff shoots the killer, or the murderer murders everyone, the game is over. A game can take less than a minute, or until the time runs out. If you're an innocent, a solid approach is to find and remain with the sheriff for the rest of the game. Because if the sheriff dies, their gun is dropped, and innocents simply pick it up to become the new sheriff. To be honest, I don't have any suggestions on how to enhance the game. For me, it's a great game. Perhaps additional maps might be added. Murder Mystery 2 is here to stay, with over 8 billion visits since 2014, and 15 million favorites. Excellent work, creator. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you enjoy my video. I would much appreciate it.